agent is going through the MLS daily. They're looking at, you know, there's usually between 2 and 8 new listings that fall within your criteria a day. They're going to the properties, they're driving through them, they're doing the research and the analysis, they're plugging in the numbers, they're writing the offers. What are you doing? Does this sound, would this be okay? So does that make sense on the highest and best?
Yeah.
So I'm okay paying over. So, does anybody in here get your hair cut? I made $3,800 getting my hair cut. Would you like an explanation?
Yes.
Okay.
Cash buyer.
So it was a cash buyer. So what was happening is I vacation a lot, like 3 months or more a year, because everything I do is over the phone or over the internet, because I don't need to see the properties. So do I have to be home to make money, or can I be on vacation to make money? I'm pretty much making money anywhere, yes? So I go into my hairstylist, you know they're all like, it's like Gossip Central, and I'm sitting there and my stylist is like, so where are you at this week or last week or what are you doing? And you know, we just talk about all my little vacations. And this stylist from around the corner goes, what do you do? And I'm like, well, I help people that have a little bit of money make a lot of money in real estate. And she goes, well, how much is a little bit of money? And I go, like 50 grand? She goes, well, I have about 70,000 in an IRA account. I've been wanting to get started in real estate, but I don't know what to do. And I go, well, I have some properties I could show you that you could rehab and you could flip and you could make about 20 grand on them. Would you like me to show you them? And she said yes. And so this is a property she picked up. So let's see. We met, I think I was at the salon on a Wednesday. I didn't have it locked under contract, but I said, let me know. Because she was brand new, had never done it. I wanted to make sure it was a really easy deal for her. So we got approval letter from the bank on this one the next Wednesday, and she closed that Friday. Would that be okay? So it was like a week and a half later, I had a deal closed. Now, it was only $3,800, but would $3,800 be okay? Would you guys be okay with getting a check like that?
It's fine.
Now, what if you're still not doing much of the work, right? Now, I'm going to share with you how much work goes into some of these. Here's the house before and after. She did an awesome job, didn't she? Who in here wants to rehab as well? Is anybody just looking into the quick cash, or a few of you want to rehab? I also rehab. The reason I wholesale, it's consistent cash flow, and I get to cherry pick the very best properties to keep for myself. So if I get in 10 properties approved from the bank, I will pick the best one, keep it and flip it myself, and give the other 9 to other rehabbers. Who likes that idea?
Yeah.
I like making as much money the easiest way possible. Does that make sense? Do you guys like that? I hated before when I felt like I was trying to find deals and I was begging to find deals, and now they just come to me and I get to cherry pick the best ones. So, okay. We also did like cash fast earlier, right? How about this fast?
It's fast.
Okay. I've actually never seen this house. This is the one I was explaining earlier that he had offered $70,000. So when I say it was an hour, I'd like to explain the time frame and on why it's taken an hour. Hold on, let me do this. Okay, so now the agent already knew the neighborhood and where to buy and where to write up the offers, right? So she did all the paperwork, which is like 15 pages, and wrote up the offer, and then have you guys heard of DocuSign? It's an electronic signature on the computer. So she uploads the documents into DocuSign and she sends them to me, and this is how long it takes to sign my signature.
Click.
Click, 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 click. It takes about 60 seconds to sign an entire contract. Now I had to open the email, and then it had to transfer me to DocuSign, so maybe 5 minutes. And then she had to call me and say that she got this deal accepted, and so I had to have a couple-minute phone call with her then. And then, then when we got it accepted towards the end, then I had to call a cash buyer, and I had to have a phone call with him, which was maybe another 5 or 10 minutes. And I had to send him the email on the property, and then I had to DocuSign it again, because then I had to assign my rights. Because when I write up the offers, they're in my name, but I don't want to close on the property. I would like to step away from the property and give it to him. So there's an assignment contract, and I'm now assigning the property to him. And for this assignment contract, he's going to pay me $3 grand. So then I had to, press click a few more times for that. So that's why I say an hour. Would you guys be okay making $3,000 in an hour?
Did your finger get tired?
My finger never gets tired. I will do this all day. If this is like cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Yeah. So how about I get into that in a little bit? Good question, and I do it a couple different ways. So I'll show you guys exactly what I do. Do you guys like this so far?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do your buyers know how much you're making on
Yes.
this deal?
I disclose everything. Yeah. You need to be completely open and honest on everything. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the conversation I have with my cash buyers, so that you guys can duplicate it and have the same exact conversation, so that they will be willing to pay you $50,000 as an assignment fee. But yes, I tell them everything, and I actually have it in writing how much money I'm making. What I prefer to do is I prefer for my assignment fee to be paid at closing on the HUD. It's done. Everything I do is completely legal. You guys want to make sure you're doing it legal and you're doing it right. Yes?
Yes.
So it's written up as it's just written up as a buyer's cost on the HUD. So you get paid out of escrow just like everybody else. Sometimes banks don't like to see it on there. They'll say, we don't know what that is, we don't want it on there. Okay, fine. In the assignment contract, it just simply says, and I have all the documents that I use, that my attorney wrote up, that you guys can also use. It says, ABC, whoever his name is to pay Lindsey Jean, or your name, on or at closing via HUD, or on or before close of escrow via cashier's check. So you're completely protected that if for some reason the bank says they don't like it, you're going to know this ahead of time, and you're going to communicate with your cash buyer, hey, the bank doesn't like it, so you're going to have to get me a cashier's check, and they're okay with that.
Do you ever do a demand out of escrow which doesn't show up on the HUD?
I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
No. So don't let anyone tell you that nobody has cash and the economy is bad, because it is not true. Here's another video.
I was about 70 days when I started talking to her. We did our first deal. We did our first deal at EPN. No, we take $10,000. You want to be the man
Yes.
I warned you guys about the music.
Yes.
Every time I do a presentation, I'm like, I'm gonna go fix that, and then my ADD's off doing something else. So sorry. It makes it kind of entertaining, right?
Wake up.
So the key to this is the higher quantity of deals, fast, right? We all talked about liking cash fast. So it's more about quantity. We're getting fat on skinny deals today. We're not waiting like a lot of commercial deals will make $200, $500, $1 million, but you might be working on the project for a year or 2 years. We're talking about consistent cash flow again and again and again that you can get in 30 days or less. Does Walmart make any money? Walmart does pretty darn good, don't they? So somebody told me I'm kind of like the Walmart of real estate, and it doesn't sound very sexy. I'd prefer to be like Nordstrom's. But Walmart does really well, and they just make a little bit of money off of everything, right? So that's what we're looking to do. If you guys did, like I said, 4 deals a month, and you only made $2 grand a deal, would that be okay? That's
Yes.
all it did for you.
Yes.
So the next part is cash buyers. You guys all want cash buyers, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So write this down. These are different ways to get cash buyers. Who in the room has gone to auctions before? Awesome. Did you guys get any cash buyers when you went there? I didn't feel like you did. Do you know that everybody at an auction, not everybody, but people at an auction are there to buy properties with cash? Do you know that people actually leave the auction with cash because they didn't get a property? Think it might be a good area to find cash buyers? So when you go to an auction, there are typically going to be, every auction is different, a lot of them are held on the courthouse steps. Is that how they are here? So there's typically going to be a group of people, so let's say 50 people. If there's 50 people, you don't want to walk up and start talking to them right away. You need to observe what is going on, who are the active players, who are the people that really have cash and really buying properties, because that's who I'm going to work with. Now you are their go-to person. You are there to help them. So you are going to watch for about 45 minutes as they auction off these houses, and you're going to see the same guys consistently going up and bidding. So when you've pinned who the active players are in the market, you're going to go up and introduce yourself, and you're going to say, hi, I'm so-and-so. So you buy a lot of properties. What is it that you're buying right now? And they're going to literally tell you, I buy, I'm buying 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms in this neighborhood for around this price point, or I buy this, or I buy that. And you go, awesome. So how many deals are you doing a month? You're categorizing what it is they're doing and how you can help them. And then so you have you have an idea of how much they're buying and exactly what they're buying. And then you say, so, if I can find you, and then you regurgitate what they told them, a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom in this neighborhood for around this price point, would you be interested in me sending it to you? And they go, well, yeah, but how do you get it? And you go, well, I have connections with a bunch of agents that work with the banks directly, or private homeowners, or are working with a lot of short sales, and we're able to get really good deals. So as long as I find something within your direct, exact criteria, do you want me to send it to you? What do you think their answer is going to be?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that was really easy? That's one person. You just need a couple of people like that. Can I play you a voicemail I got from a cash buyer I just picked up last week? Okay, let me pull it up. And this one I did not meet at the auction. This one I did via marketing campaign. So I get cash buyers for a variety of reasons, and I'll tell you how I do the marketing campaign. Let's see. Put it on speaker. Hey guys, listen in. Did you guys hear that? My biggest problem is I have too much cash.
It's a big
I
problem.
get that was, I sent him a letter, and that was the voicemail I got from him, and so I saved it. has over 300